Hello, everyone, and welcome to our universe.
The CayVin Universe.
We are your host. I'm Vinny.
And I'm Kaylin.
Thank you for joining us, whether you're new or returning to the show. Of course, we release 2 episodes a week along with highlights on our clip channel. But if you want to keep up with us on the daily, be sure to follow us on Instagram at the CayVin Universe.
And don't forget, you can send us your questions, comments, and suggestions to the CayVinUniverse@gmail.com.
Oh, yes. What are we talking about today, babe?
Today, it is the end of the month. You know what that means.
What does
We're
that
going to
mean?
start off with movies and TV shows. I know last month we only did movies, so we're going to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah,
movies, TV shows of the month.
Yeah, because this month we really didn't talk about any TV shows that we've been watching, but we kind of haven't been watching too many like TV shows. Like, yeah, we checked out a few, but we never really kept up with it because, like we said last episode, Grey's Anatomy's been our thing right now.
Yeah.
So we've been watching a lot of Grey's
currently.
Yeah. But okay, so let's go and get right into it. All right. Cool. Is that good with you? Yeah, because we got a lot of movies and shows to run to, and then schmovies, a lot of schmovies to run through, and then a lot of shows, and then we got some seggies at the end.
Yeah, some segs.
All right, you want to start it off? So what was the first movie that we saw this month?
One of the first movies. Okay, so we saw Mr. Deeds with Adam Sandler.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, actually, before we start talking about this, I forgot to mention that, these are going to, obviously aren't new movies that just came out this month. Yeah. This is more just movies that we decided to check out, and you'll see if we recommend them or not, you know. But mostly, we won't really watch a movie unless we think it's kind of good anyway. So, and they all turn out to be kind of good. Some turn out to be weird, but even the weird ones, they're still okay. But yeah, Mr. Deeds, what do you think?
Mr. Deeds. Well, this is and also too, you forgot to mention these are like movies. There's like, I guess, only like 1 or 2 that both of us like hadn't seen to begin with. A lot of these are like recommendations off of like ourselves. Right. So you had seen Mr. Deeds, but I hadn't. I thought overall it was a really good movie. I liked I guess the concept of it. I don't know. It was pretty good. With Adam Sandler.
Yeah, it's one of Adam Sandler's. Honestly, I think Mr. Deeds is one of Adam Sandler's like most underrated movies. But I can see kind of why, because it's like it's a good movie, but it's almost like too good. Like his character is like too good of a character. Like really, you're gonna, I mean, it's a good premise, and it's good to to be that type of way. But it's just like I think that's why it's not. It is funny, but it's just not. I don't know. It's not like that slapstick comedy or anything like you would be used to. I mean, although there is some very some scenes that very much do accomplish that. But anyway, it's just I don't know. I just think it's underrated because it was like too good of a movie. Yeah. You like the storyline, like he's just too good of a person, and a lot of people just are kind of just probably like really, So that's my thoughts.
Man, I guess I needed like a refresher course on this because we watched this in like the way beginning of the month. So I'm like trying to remember some parts. I know.
We should just take notes when we watch them. But then, I don't know, because then I feel like I don't like
the notes sit there for a month.
Yeah, exactly. And then, it's like, you want to just enjoy the movie, not just take notes during the movie. So maybe we'll just like film little segments throughout the month of us just talking about each one and then just put it all together for this.
Right? Oh, my God.
Fresh thoughts. It'll look like we like went through like 20 changes of clothes. That'd be funny. But yeah, so after that, the next one we took a little horror route and saw Hellfest.
I think this one's underrated because it got terrible ratings, but it was good.
If you didn't like this movie, go to Fright Fest, Six Flags Fright Fest. Although I don't know, it's probably not gonna happen this year.
It's probably not. Sad.
Yeah, go to Six Flags Fright Fest and then watch this movie, and then you'll like it because that's literally what it reminded me of. Like everything, the scene.
And we were there, right?
Yeah,
so it made me wonder, like, were we being watched?
Yeah. No. Somebody died. Man, those dogs are going crazy.
I don't think you can ever hear them though, right?
No, actually, no, you can't. That's because with the sound gate and the noise thing. But anyway,
fuck them dogs.
So yeah, what else you got to say about this movie? What do you think?
I honestly, that's gonna be my main thing is that don't always listen to the movie ratings because that's like a big thing for me. When I see a movie first before I see it, I want to look it up to see how it did. And I remember feeling disappointed, but I was like, we'll still give it a try. Yeah. So I'm glad we did.
Yeah, honestly, you're right. Don't.
And that's that sudden twist at the end.
Yeah, so here we go. Well, we'll talk about the premise of this movie. Of course, there's a serial killer in the in the park. So go ahead, and if you don't want to hear spoilers, because obviously this is you're listening to this, whether you're listening
want
to
to
this,
hear about the movies we watched.
Yeah, exactly. You may have seen it, maybe wanted to hear more about it or something, and then I don't know, you may not. Anyway, so spoilers, skip 30 seconds. But yeah, let's talk about the twist at the end.
Yeah. So he's literally tormenting these kids, taunting them, killing them actually. And at the end of the night, when his job is done, he just goes home and he's just this normal family man.
Yeah, you see him like put up all the stuff, and he has like trinkets and like collectors, and then you just see like the killer, because you really don't know who he is, but then you see him standing there, and there's a little girl sleeping, and you're like, what the fuck? And all of a sudden she wakes up, looks at him, instead of being scared, she goes, Daddy, and gives him a hug.
Home.
Yeah.
Like, where does he say he's been?
I don't know. Work.
It's probably the middle of the night.
That's why he's dressed just like all the other people, because just
everything.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll put an end spoiler on here. But yeah, so honestly, I think it was a good movie, and I definitely recommend this one, especially if you've been to haunted houses, or you're into haunted houses or Fright Fest or anything like that, which we are. So we definitely enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm kind of nervous now to go to one.
Right. Don't get any ideas, fuckos.
Yeah. Next, we watched Jackass 2 and 3. We actually didn't watch 1. We went a little backwards.
We planned to.
We watched 3 first and then 2.
Yeah, we planned to watch 1, but yeah, we started backwards to the newest one.
It's because we were originally talking about the scene with and it just so happened we were talking about it when what's his name? What was his name? Stevie Lee. Yeah, when Stevie Lee passed away recently, and you're like, oh, did you ever see that scene in Jackass when he's like in the bar, he gets in a fight,
Yeah, that's why we started at 3.
Yes, that's why we were like, okay, 2. I'd rather watch that one because I want to see that scene again. Yeah. And then we enjoyed 3 so much that we had to watch 2 literally the next night.
Yeah, that's true. And then we just never got to 1. Yeah. But that was the OG one.
Yeah.
Literally the OG one. But yeah, what more can you say about Jackass? I mean,
I know
it literally defined a generation, kind of. But I've always been into those guys, that crew. I've talked about it before here on the pod. But I mean, shit, that's just the entertaining, funny, like those moments that make you laugh, these moments that make you cringe.
I know.
I mean, there's no really plot or premise of the movie. It's just basically like a skit movie. Yeah. But it's really entertaining.
And then you have your funny skits. You have your extra funny skits. You have your
and then you have those gross, like, don't eat. Do not eat when you watch this movie. Do not eat. And you should know that right now. If you're listening to this or watching this and you don't know what Jackass is, you're done, guy.
Where you been, under a rock?
You're done. Yeah, go watch it.
Grow up.
Yeah. Speaking of that type of genre.
Talking about almost getting canceled.
Yeah, we had the South Park movie. South Park. Official title is Bigger, Better, Longer, and Uncut.
That's what she said.
Do you know about the game?
No.
I forgot what they were gonna name it. They were gonna name not the Stick of Truth, but the other one, the Fractured Butthole.
Oh yeah, Fractured Butthole. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They were gonna name it something else, but then, the publisher was like, no. So then they literally changed it to the actual wording, the Fractured Butthole, as in wholesome.
Yeah.
So, but it's like, if you say it fast, the Fractured Butthole. I don't know, shit like that. It's just genius.
You think it was gonna be like the Fractured Asshole, and they didn't do it, or what?
I forgot what it was originally gonna be called. I can look that up real quick.
The Fractured Booty Hole.
The Fractured Booty Hole. It was originally gonna be called the Butthole of Time.
The Butthole of Time.
Yeah. But then they had to change it to the Fractured Butthole.
Oh my god.
I love it. I love Trey Parker and Matt
They
Stone.
always find their way around it.
Yes, and you've seen like pretty much every South Park episode. I can't believe you hadn't seen this movie.
I know, right?
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's funny.
Oh, shout out though! We're excited. We're gonna watch the South Park pandemic
the Panty special. I can't wait. Literally since the pandemic started, people have been talking about. I can't wait until South Park makes an episode about it, and of course they did.
There's like a scene where Cartman's like, "They can't make us go back to school."
Oh yeah, go back to school.
He's like,
that's funny.
I don't want to go to school.
I want to go to school. There's another. What did he say? There was another scene when he was just like, "Skew."
We should actually have an episode where we talk about our our like top favorite South Park episodes.
Oh yeah, that's on my giant list of
Yeah.
to come episodes.
Right. That's awesome.
Shit, that's funny. Yeah, so a lot of great moments about the movie. It kind of still goes well with the times right now, with everything going on.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, again, just like Jackass, if you haven't seen the South Park movie, what are you doing? If you like South Park, watch a South Park movie. The only reason why you wouldn't like it though is if you're not really too into musicals, because it is kind of made to be like a musical.
Sing, like every 5 minutes.
Yeah, everyone has their own like line of talking.
Yeah.
But
Uncle Fucka.
Oh Jesus. You didn't get us canceled now.
Remember.
I said line of talking. I meant everyone has their own line of Broadway sing along.
Something to sing about.
Yeah, something to sing about. Stating. So after that, what was the next one?
After that, we watched Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh yeah, that's one of my faves.
Good.
One of my faves.
Good, and it had a really great cast.
We gotta do something. We gotta do something. Before Mother Earth gets any more hurt, we gotta do something.
I love.
Oh yeah,
Can
here
you
we
do
go.
something on Adobe where I'm staring at you and I have like hard eyes?
Yeah, and I'll be singing Inside You.
Oh,
Inside You.
My favorite song.
How I love to be inside you. What is going on?
Oh man, that movie, if I would have seen it a long time ago, I would consider it today a classic.
Yeah, and Russell Brand is just freaking awesome. And then
Russell
Jonah
Brand.
Hill.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of
Jason Segel.
Yes, freaking Mila
hilarious.
Kunis. What's her name? Kristen Bell.
Kristen Bell.
Yeah, there's so
Mila
many.
Kunis.
Yeah, so many. Paul Rudd. There's so
Paul
many
Rudd.
great people in it.
What's his name?
Who?
What's his name? The guy that worked at the resort. Remember, he worked at the resort.
Uh-huh.
I know who I'm talking about. I just can't think of his name right now, his real name. He was working as a server. Remember, he was obsessed with Russell Brand's character. What's his name?
Jonah Hill. I said that.
Jonah Hill. Oh,
yeah.
you said it?
Yeah.
Oh.
and during the Inside You song, he puts this. So if you haven't seen Forgetting Sarah Marshall, it's actually a really funny movie. So basically, she's famous. She's does a CSI crime scene show, and then her boyfriend Jason Segel is actually like a composer, the musician that does the music for the show. So they're like this, Hollywood couple kind of, and she breaks up with them. So, of course he's crushed, he's depressed, and, his stepbrother convinces him to go on a vacation. So where does he go? He goes to Hawaii. And then who's in Hawaii? She is Sarah Marshall with her new boyfriend, who is Russell Brand. Yeah. So, of course, you can only guess all the types of crazy shenanigans that goes on there. And then,
I kind of like how, because in a way, I feel like those two people don't look good together, but in the movie they did. Whenever he goes obviously to try and get his mind, Mila Kunis plays the hotel front desk lady or whatever, and so they start to have a thing,
getting to know each other. Yeah. And then spoiler alert, if you want to go ahead and skip ahead if you hadn't seen it. So of course he and Mila Kunis hooks up, and then as they're hooking up, Russell Brand and Kristen Bell are getting are starting to starting to.
There's just a wall dividing them. Of course, the rooms are next to each other.
Yeah, they're competing. Oh God, yeah. I don't even want to get into that. Just that hilarious scene. You need to watch it.
Yeah. One thing I would change about this movie though is the amount of times they had to show Jason Segel's dick.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what the hell is this?
God damn it. Anyway, so after that we saw. Oh, was that all the movies?
That was all.
Dang, we didn't really watch too
except
many.
For the doc.
Oh, the documentary. You want to go and talk about that?
The documentary. Okay, so today, if you're listening to this, you need to go on Netflix and watch the documentary that just released, American Murder, The Family Next Door, something like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't think of that second part, but American Murder. So it basically is just all this, I guess you could say camera footage from police, from a lot of the documentary has officer, what do you call it, their little camera?
Oh, body cam footage?
Body cam, there you go. Yeah, a lot of body cam, a lot of released text messages, and non-scene videos from the where they're talking in the room. Obviously the detectives are interrogating him, room, where he takes a lie detector test. And this is all based off of, did I even say who it was? Chris Watts killed, his entire family. He was big in the media for a really long time.
Oh yeah, I'm
and
sure.
now
everyone
he's
heard of
serving
it.
the rest of his life in prison where he belongs. But this documentary literally is like unbelievable because it makes you realize like how a person changes, because like they were married for 8 years or together 8 years, so in love, and then like he just like, who gave him the right to take their lives, It's just like
Sad.
crazy footage. Yeah. But if you're in a documentary, murder documentary,
Which is
like that,
everybody.
right?
Everybody's into that.
Yeah.
It's just like I said, those kids didn't ask to be born and they didn't ask to die. It's just so sad.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
I know. Sad.
Mm.
But on a more positive note, some of the TV shows that we watched.
The Hoops.
The Hoops on Netflix, yeah.
We only got like 3 episodes deep though. We're not gonna go too deep into these people because we, like I said, Grey's Anatomy's been our shit recently, and then of course The Office. When we go to bed, we watch The Office.
Yeah.
Around bedtime, so that's what we've really been into. But like when we're like eating or just like chilling and want to check something out, we're bored or something.
Yeah.
We check some of these out. So we got to catch up with them. But Hoops is good. What do you think?
Hoops so far, I recommend. Funny. Who's the guy? Just throwing your coffee.
Oh my god.
Who's the guy? Do you remember his name that plays the main character? He's hilarious.
No, he's from New Girl. He was in Jurassic World. It's like Jake something.
Oh, I'm sure people
Yeah,
get
you know
it.
I'm talking about guy.
You've
I
had
put
to
a
at least see
picture of
New
his
Girl.
snazzy self up here.
Yeah. You've had to at least see New Girl or Jurassic World.
New Girl's
so.
a good one. I used to have a crush on Zoe Deschanel.
Deschanel.
Yeah.
Zoe Deschanel.
Yeah, I used to have a crush on Zoe. What is it?
I'm making an Office reference.
I know. I just came back from the Coachella concert to see Zoe Deschanel.
Aaron.
That's funny.
Speaking about The Office, this is kind of sad, but did you hear Hide from The Office? He had a heart attack.
I know. R.I.P. Wait, no, he's not.
R.I.P. Not even dead. Poor guys.
Hide, we love you. We're thinking about you.
Peace.
R.I.P. in advance. But you're not gonna die for a long time, Hide.
No,
you got this.
He's not.
You got this.
Apparently, according to his wife, he's doing good.
That's
so
good. That's really good.
Any Office fans who watch this, just want to let them know.
Yeah, you got to protect the #1 heart surgeon in Japan.
Yeah. Japan heart surgeon #1. Steady hand.
Yeah. We're not making fun. We're quoting in.
Oh, a lot of people were commenting on his post, steady hand with like a bunch of hearts. I was like, oh, that's cute.
Good. That's cute.
Yeah.
That's cute. Killed my boss.
Yeah.
Yakuza my boss.
I kill Yakuza boss.
That's awesome, man. I love Hide.
Purpose.
I love the day he. So Brooklyn Nine-Nine, of course, we pretty much finished it. We'll actually do a Brooklyn Nine-Nine appreciation episode, but I kind of want to wait till like the next season is about to come out, and then we'll talk more about that.
2021 for sure, though, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Lame.
But yeah.
Lame.
Who's your favorite Brooklyn Nine-Nine character?
My favorite Brooklyn Nine-Nine character.
Or like if you can do top 3, what would your top 3 Brooklyn Nine-Nine characters
top 3?
be? Yeah.
Terry, Jake, and
of course Jake is like
Holt.
Always on there. Oh.
Yeah.
You make it so hard. Cuz I would do Jake. Make it so hard. Title your sex tape. That's what we should be saying.
Sex tape. Yes. Why didn't I say that? That would have been perfect.
Oh god. That would have been perfect. Oh my god. Title your sex tape. I don't know.
Everything we say.
Right. So if I had to pick 3, it would probably be Jake and Holt. I don't know who the third one would be because I love Charles.
You would probably pick. I forgot about Charles.
Yeah, Rosa.
I can't pick 3. I'm sorry.
Rosa's a badass. But if we're talking like main characters or we're talking all characters, you got to put Pimento in there. You got Hitchcock. You got Scully. See, that's why Brooklyn Nine-Nine is like another Office where you're like you find something you like in every character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like nobody can ask me who's your favorite Office character.
Yeah.
If you really wanted to ask me, it would be Dwight Schrute, but that's not what we're talking about.
Mine is Creed. I like Creed. But yeah, you're not talking about that. Because this is going to be a clip, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and the people are going to be like, what the fuck? They're talking about The Office? Like, everything always comes back to The Office. It's hard to pick. So, okay. Let's go ahead and just take Jake out. Okay? Because everyone loves Andy Samberg. All right? He's a guarantee. So if you take him out of the equation, who would be your top 3?
Charles, Terry, and Holt.
Oh shit, Terry. Fuck. Holt.
And Hitchcock and Scully.
Okay, I'm gonna
and that
go.
guy that like every episode he comes on, he's like, Amy, will you marry me?
Oh yes, he was in The Office.
No, that was a joke.
He was in I think we talked about that. She's Out of My League. We talked about that in the movie of the month episode a few episodes back.
Oh,
but yeah, he's in that movie.
He also makes a guest appearance on The Office.
Yeah, true that.
So he's pretty
Okay, I'm gonna go with
famous.
I'm gonna go with Charles, Holt, and Rosa. Or Rosa
Doyle.
can be replaced with Pimento.
Rosa. No man, no room for Terry.
Terry's honorable
Terry
mention.
needs love too.
Honorable mention.
I love how he talks in third person.
Yeah, because that's another thing. It's like I feel like Terry's just a given. Like everyone loves freaking Terry Crews. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, well, actually, not a lot. I've seen a lot of. I don't know. I'm not gonna go into the hate. People, everyone's gonna have haters, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like Terry Crews. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
So next, did we even finish this? The Challenger, on Netflix.
I mean, we got like 3 episodes.
We got the majority of it. Yeah, I think we got like 3 episodes in.
It's like, yeah. Once you get 3 episodes in, you get it.
It was actually kind of sad though.
It was really sad.
I think that's why
Everybody
I didn't want to watch it anymore, or at least watch the last episode.
Yeah, because it was more like a cringy sad. It's like all these people's hopes and dreams. They thought they were gonna come back.
Yeah,
they thought they were gonna
they
be.
thought they had everything.
Yeah, and it's just like, of course, it's easy to say now because like we know what happened and we know everything that went wrong. But it's like when you're watching, you're like seeing everything they're doing wrong, and you're like, how? Why? You really think you can fucking bring your shit back and forth all these times? So if the Challenger didn't blow up the second time, it would have blown up the third or the fourth or the fifth. They literally wanted to reuse.
To kill somebody.
Yeah, they wanted to reuse the same rocket, and you notice, like I said when we were watching it, Elon Musk went back to the old method. Technically, you know, whenever he, he was the first one to do the launch.
Yeah.
On U.S. soil again. Yeah, they basically did it the old method,
which was good.
Better in a better way, yeah. But yeah, they're not gonna do that fucking reusing rockets ever again.
Yeah,
I
you
bet.
can recycle paper and fucking plastic, but you can't recycle a damn rocket.
Yeah,
like,
and then especially like the and the fuel tanks, those gasket seals, they're just like too thin rubber lines sealing.
Like 2-3 inches in diameter.
They said one of those tanks can drain a swimming pool size worth of fuel in 20 seconds, and you have 2 thin ass rubber things around the gasket to seal it.
Stop it. Yeah. When did this happen? 1986, right?
Yeah.
Was that the year?
I believe so.
My favorite part about watching this docuseries would have to be like to realize, wow, these people were stupid. Like they should be fired, or they should have been fired. And the fact that they all right under, like when they're interviewing them, you know how they have like their name and I don't know, something else. Well, in this case, they had their length of time that they were working for NASA, and everybody's fucking ends the same year of the explosion.
You motherfuckers.
Like what? But yeah, we can't even really get too much more into that. 'Cause like we said, we didn't even finish it. But overall,
once you get 3 episodes in, guys, you'll get it.
Yeah,
you're like,
exactly.
okay, I don't really need it much anymore.
It was a lot of repeating too, I feel.
Yeah. And then we just started season 4 of Grey's Anatomy.
Oh yeah, that's where we are.
So that's our shit right now.
Yeah. We haven't really gotten to any like major, like I'm not ready to like sit here. Actually, we're literally going to sit here on this couch and cry our eyes out. Like we'll need like a box of tissues for some events coming up, okay? Because we all know, everybody already knows about O'Malley and Dr. Shepard. Everybody knows.
What happens?
But with who?
With O'Malley and Dr. Shepard.
They die.
Do they really?
Oh, I see what you're doing.
No. No.
I'm not ready.
No. Yeah, of course.
That can't happen.
Oh God.
Yeah, but I
don't cry for a lot of things in life. All right. Pride myself on not crying in a lot of things, but this damn show gives my tears work. Gives my tear ducts worked up.
And isn't it crazy how sometimes it's just by the song that they're playing?
Right, and just like the way they film it, it's just genius.
It's like this song is playing and these two people are literally just like having a conversation or walking past each other, and we're fucking crying.
They're walking past each other.
Like the simplest thing. It's like they're just looking over at each other, and like snow patrol chasing cars.
They're literally just
is playing, and you're bawling.
It's always the same scene. They're leaned against the wall or like the doorway, and they're looking at somebody as they're laying in the hospital bed, and you're just like.
What I want to know is how all those people have sex and nobody just walks in.
Right.
Nobody locks the damn door.
What I want to know is how do they open up somebody's heart and then announce somebody just died and then go have sex.
I know, right? Go have lunch.
And they're eating while they're doing surgery. I'm like respect to like real life surgeons and real life nurses, real life doctors, because holy shit, like that. I mean, of course it's dramatized, but is even a word? Dramatized, dramatized.
What?
I've had too many concussions in my life, people. But yeah, that's why I can never talk. Exactly, that's why I can never speak right. Too many concussions in my life. CTE is real. But what was I gonna say?
You were talking about dramatization.
Yeah, so of course it's a little out there, some of the stories and like everything happening, but I'm sure to some extent a lot of that stuff does happen in a real hospital.
Oh yeah,
like especially everyone banging everybody.
Crazy.
I mean, you're basically devote your life to that hospital. Of course, it's all
everywhere,
just a cesspool.
Yeah, you're right.
It's how life goes.
I was gonna say something. Have I ever told you something funny? Fun fact. I know literally. Okay, guys, my mom, she just. When you get my mom started on something, and this isn't a bad thing, when you get her started on something, she will go on and on and on. You know, that's just her personality. That's how she is. Yeah. So one night we're visiting my mom actually, and she goes on for like 2 hours about my birth story to Vinny.
Oh yes.
About me. She
told me all about her vag opening up and all that good stuff.
And how they had to like suction my head with the vacuum because I wouldn't come out.
Yeah. Great times.
There was actually this one part, I don't know if she mentioned this, but that she's always told me. And it just goes with why are you making that face?
It was just, what?
Oh, you didn't think I saw you or what? Wow.
Continue. Okay. No, just, I'm sorry, continue.
Real quick, I'll just say, let me get it over with.
I was just trying to be funny.
Okay. So, my mom is obviously on this day ready to push, right? And so the doctor literally tells her, all right, I'm going to go have dinner. And then I'll be right back, and then we'll get this going. So he literally went to have dinner, came back, and was just in my mom's vagina, like, sucking me out with the vacuum. Sucking my head out with the vacuum, and he just finished eating. That just goes along.
Well, thank you guys for joining us. As always, you can find us.
Oh my God, just end it. Wow.
No, this is great. This is great.
But that just goes along with what you were saying. Like, how do they do this? How do they do what they do for a living? And then 2 minutes later, they go and do that. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. You know what time it is?
What?
It's segment time.
The Seggy time?
The Seggy time.
Go to our different planets.
What?
Remember I was saying that I wanted our segments to be different planets.
Yeah.
Like each segment is a different planet. It's stupid, but it could work. It could work.
Not.
Anyway, so you want to do the Would You Rather?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Because you haven't, I was trying to tell you before the show, like, what did you write? What did you write? You're like, no, I'm going to wait till the show so I can tell you and you can be surprised.
That's exactly what you told me last week. Because I was like, what is your Would You Rather? You're like, oh, I'll tell you. And then you're all, oh, peeps or licorice.
Just go ahead.
Okay. So, would you rather live without internet or air conditioning?
Shit. Okay, where am I? Where do I live, though?
Here.
In Texas? Oh, Texas, you got to have AC over internet. I'm sorry.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. But if I live somewhere where it's like cooler,
Colorado.
Yeah, I'd have internet over AC, easy.
Man.
Boom.
Wow, you figured that one out easily.
You said you had two though. What was your other one?
Huh?
What was your other one?
No, I don't have two.
Oh, you said you had two. And then what would you do?
What would I do? Ooh.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that one. I just wrote the question.
I mean, of course, it's for both sides.
I don't know. Shit. But you make a valid point, so no. See, that's the thing with these would you rather questions, because it depends a lot, or there's a lot of like questions to be asked, you know, like how you said, well, where do I live?
We can go deeper into it.
Matters.
What else you got?
It would depend on how I'm feeling.
Like, is it all internet? Like, not even on your phone?
Any internet at all?
Like, at all?
At all. Like,
Damn.
like you look at your phone and the internet don't work.
Well, I used to live in the middle of nowhere, Texas.
True. See, so you could go either
with
way.
no cell service and no internet. So I did that for years, and I still
think
found
I
ways to
would-
entertain myself,
Yeah.
even with the computer with no service. A lot of pinball and solitaire. Yeah.
Minesweeper.
Yeah. And just having a bunch of porn on one hard drive or one flash drive.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You had nothing else to do.
Yeah. The second you get internet, you just back then. The second I had internet for somewhere where I was like McDonald's or something with a laptop, you got to go to LimeWire, download a bunch of music, videos, porn, and then.
Oh my God! You think about stuff like that.
And then you got it for the next whatever.
How long? However long.
That was high school me.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Sick kid. I was a sick kid.
Well, back to the question.
Anyway, go ahead.
Well, I think I would honestly to go without air conditioning. But I wouldn't want to work or leave the house. I would just want to stay still. I would just want to chill. Chill so I can be chill.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Well, yeah, if you have no air conditioning, just, and I know I've heard of people, like, in 8th grade, my English teacher, her parents were real, like, eco-friendly in a heavy way, let's just say.
Yeah.
And they had no air conditioning growing up, and she said they just took constant showers.
Yeah.
To keep themselves cool.
Exactly, yeah. I wouldn't want to go outdoors.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's also fanning yourself. Does that count?
Yeah. No, I mean, you can do that.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, there you go.
I'd be fine without AC then.
Nice.
Okay. Moving on to our next segment. Who's worse? You ready for this? This one's going to be tough.
I'm curious. Okay. Who?
Captain CJ from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, what?
Or Kelly Kapoor.
Muchacho CJ? Or Kelly? Oh, we're doing a crossover here, huh?
Yeah. You see what
Who's
I did?
worse?
That's why. Yeah.
I don't know, because CJ is like, he's like worse
funny
in a
and
way
annoying.
you're like, oh, like you screw everything up.
Mm-hmm.
But then he's great because of that, too.
Yeah.
And that actor is so hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
He was in Grey's
I
Anatomy.
agree. Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to give Kelly Kapoor the boot. She's worse.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What makes her worse?
She's annoying.
So
Not
is
Mila,
CJ.
not Mila Kunis, Kelly Kapoor.
Mila Kunis.
Or what's her name?
Her name is Mindy Kaling.
Not Mindy Kaling. Not Mindy Kaling. Kelly Kapoor. She's annoying. And I don't know. This is going to be a super unpopular opinion. Everyone's going to hate me for this, or everyone, the 5 people that watch this. But I believe that, like, The Office could have done without Kelly Kapoor.
What?
And Ryan.
No
Office
way.
could have done without them, too.
Without Ryan, maybe.
Yeah.
Ryan was originally just a writer. Maybe he should have just stayed like that.
I don't know, but then I like BJ Novak, though, see?
Right, yeah.
And his character did kind of represent, I think they were supposed to represent, because that's the thing about The Office, it's like each character represents a certain, like, real-life character you would come across, and I think they represent the kind of millennial, always, like, Ryan, he went through so many, like, phases and things like that, never knowing, trying to find himself, not knowing who he is, trying a bunch of things, and trying to be noticed and things like that, and it just never works out, because you realize you gotta be yourself.
Yes. Yes.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about who's worse.
So yeah, what do you think?
Me, honestly, I would have to pick CJ because Kelly Kapoor doesn't piss me off. They're both annoying, but CJ pisses me off. His character.
All right then.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because Kelly Kapoor, if you take her out, you're talking about she's in like every freaking season. You take CJ out, that's only like a few episodes, honestly.
Yep.
Interesting. But I'm still gonna go with Kelly Kapoor.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Dunskies. Well, guys, thank you for joining us. As always, if you want to follow us on the day-to-day, like we said, give us a follow at the CayVin Universe on Instagram.
Oh, sorry. And you can email us at thecayvinuniverse@gmail.com.
I was just like... But anyway, thank you guys. Thank you for listening, of course, especially if you made it this far. You are the real star in our universe.
Yes.
Kaylin, anything else?
No, I think we're good.
All right.
We're A-OK.
Nice. All right, guys. Peace and love. And you will hear from us soon.
Bye, guys.